It should have been the happiest of occasions. Paul Lipson, executive director of The Point, leaving after 10 years of dedicated public service. On that final day, Paul was honored all over Hunts Point. But something else, something evil, was lingering just beneath the surface. For who was Paul Lipson? Not the man with the impish smile or the guy forever feeling other men's private parts under the guise of camaraderie, but the real Paul Lipson, the Paul Lipson behind a non-profit organization, a vibrant community center teeming with life that he built with his own hands and Perry Reinhardt's butter knife, with big dreams, lofty goals, and a bad diet. That Paul Lipson. But that was just part of the Point's mission. Mostly, Paul Lipson envisioned a community resource packed with kids almost any time of the day. But Paul's reality was that he was a thespian American. So naturally, he was most proud of the Live from the Edge Theater. We spoke with the Point's first artistic director, Eric Olson, who gave us the first inkling of Trouble in Paradise.
Well, we had it all worked out. I was going to be the first artistic director of The Point. And Paul and I had lengthy discussions, and we seemed to really share the same love of the theater, the same sense of right and wrong, same love of a firm avocado, same hunky barber on West 23rd Street, and the same artistic vision. I mean, we both loved the boys in the band.
So what happened?
Well, everything seemed to be going all right until I told him that I thought our first production should be an all-Gielgud version of the Vagina Monologues.
Naturally, Olson provided us with a sample.
How do you feel when I say the word vagina? Why does it evoke such controversy and resentment? Why do I feel empowered saying it? Vagina. Vagina! I have a vagina! I don't have a pussy! I don't have a cunt! I have a vagina! 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 Vagina!
With the Point's artistic vision blurred by ego, we sent ace reporter Gersh Kuntzman to confront Mayor Bloomberg, a major Point backer.
Mr. Mayor, how would you say crime was in Hunts Point while Lipson was at the Point?
It was named Fort Apache, and street crime was rampant here.
Mr. Mayor, Paul Lipson believes that the most important area of job growth in New York City should be in wholesale flan production. What do you think?
The biggest growth in employment, a type of employment in this city in the next few years should be in construction.
Mr. Mayor, I recently read on page 6 that you and Paul Lipson of The Point were at a party recently and there was something of a disagreement. Perhaps you'd like to explain.
I think that in every party there are people I agree with and people that I don't agree with. Joel, thank you very much. Thank you.
Mayor Bloomberg artfully dodged our questions, but all of the Bronx would have its answer just hours later. The fire broke out in a back office, quickly consuming the Point, the theater, and half a chicken at Pat's Kitchen. Fire marshals said it was deliberately set, using lighter fluid as an accelerant and Olson's huge cache of Blue Boy magazines as a fuel. Clearly it was time to ask the tough questions again, so we sent Gersh Kuntzman to grill Lawrence Gardner, the power behind Lipson's chrysanthemum throne.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Gardner, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us about Paul Lipson's achievements here in Hunts Point. Maybe you'd like to tell me a little bit about some of those achievements.
Well, you know, Paul has really changed Hunts Point. I mean, he's changed it remarkably. He's helped the poor. He's helped the underprivileged. He's helped more children than Michael Jackson. I mean, if you look right here, Paul's really dramatically helped the employment of the South Bronx. I mean, look how things have gone up. And
actually, don't you have that upside down, Dr. Gardner? I actually think it's supposed to read like this. Yeah, Hunts Point unemployment. You see, and it's going directly up.
I don't appreciate this. Okay,
Does the address 492 Menida Street mean anything to you?
No, I don't know. It's a nice name. Yes.
Well, you know, Dr. Gardner, in fact, this, I believe, is a lease signed by Lipson and co-signed by you, raising the local rent to predatory levels. It has your signature on it, does it not?
That's not my signature. That's not me.
I believe we had it checked. It has your fingerprints, your retinal scan, and your DNA on it.
That's not my DNA.
Mr. Gardner, does the name of one of Mr. Lipson's associates, Perry Reinhard, mean anything?
I think he, did my photos.
But didn't he do more than just your photos, Dr. Gardner? Didn't he, in fact, win a Non-Jew of the Year award 4 years ago for setting fire to his own home?
Well, I think Kelly is on that lease, too. I don't think you can call it his own home.
Didn't those skyrocketing real estate prices in the Bronx encourage builders to actually burn their properties, leaving Lipson free to develop the South Bronx for his own profit?
I think we've done enough. I think the interview's over.
I don't think so, Dr. Gardner. Does the term Hebe fire mean anything to you?
No, I don't know that. No.
What about the term Torah torching?
Never heard of that one either. Really.
Davening with the devil?
No.
Perhaps you're familiar with the term Jewish lightning.
The Bronx was really reeling, real estate was down, but he had a feeling that he could change things around. So when I heard about the fire, I asked him, was it frightening? But Paul said that's not till next week, and they call that Jewish lightning. Firing. He goes by Rabbi X. There's nothing he can't handle with some lighter fluid and a Shabbat candle. He always wears a mask. He can't be recognized. They don't know they only know he's circumcised. Some tenants wanna stay, they need a little push. His flames last for 8 days, his buildings are his birthplace.